Bobbito. No, not him. You have to be more selective. You got to dig. It's like crate digging.
Yeah, no, I mean,
everything's not good.
Right. I mean, that was the same in any era.
Yeah.
There was in any era you go to, there were cats that weren't that good, and you had to dig for the flyest shit.
You got to dig for the flyest shit.
I don't have the time to dig anymore. I don't have the will to dig. You know, I mean,
it's hard for me because
when people listen to our radio show, Ron, they had to stay up from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. That took a lot of effort.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot.
Right? It's a lot of work. It's not the ideal time slot. It's when people are sleeping, right? And so I made that commitment, right? I don't have to make that commitment anymore. I did it for 12 years. I gave my service to the community, you know, by doing that radio show. I don't have to do that anymore, you know. So, you know, people send me music nowadays. I'm like, yo, I'm just unavailable to listen because I have limited time online, and you know, it's 10, 15 artists send me their music a week. You know, that's 5 minutes of every song. That's, you know, it's like 3-4 hours. I don't have that time to listen. So, and it's okay. I don't have to be. I passed the torch years, you know, decades ago. Like somebody else could do that. You know, I don't have, it's not my role anymore. It's not my responsibility anymore. You know.
Oh, I get it. Just a little fan down on the hip hop old school show. So
nah, all good. All good.
Yo, what song you broke you knew was gonna be out of here, and when it broke, you was like, yeah, I did it. We did it. When you was on the radio.
I mean, that's hard to say because it's
that ain't hard. I can name a couple. I know you broke.
I think the song that resonates with me most was "Protect Your Neck" by Wu-Tang.
93.
Yeah, and the reason why, I played it in 1992.
Oh, okay.
I was given a white label test pressing. For the younger kids who don't know, that's like before a record is pressed up with, you know, label copy and, you know, the label and, you know, the record label and the artist name and the song title and the publishing and all. I just had a white label that the Wu dropped off by hand in December of 92. And to my knowledge, I was the first station. We were the first station to play it in New York. There were other college stations that had played it in other regions. So, you know, that was like a big deal. And I knew that record was going to pop off from the moment I played it. And Stretch was the DJ. I was the host, but Stretch wasn't there that night. So I had to play records. So I just happened to be the first person in New York to play Wu-Tang. It's a big deal, you know, to hold, you know, to kind of like, you know, tap myself on the back for. But yeah, and the phone's lit up as soon as I played it. Yo, what is that? What is that? You know,
what's the best freestyle you heard on the show?
The best freestyle session you ever been in or been a part of? Like you was like, oh, they going at it. Ooh.
I mean, that's in the film. So I'm gonna encourage people to download, stream, rent, Stretch and Bobbito, Radio to Change Lives. You know, because all the best moments on our show, most dear to me and Stretch are in the film. But we, you know, there was the moment with Large Professor with the SP 1200.
Oh yeah.
With Cool
that was hot.
OC, and Large and Pharoah Monch rhyming. Then of course there's the Big LJZ, and then there's Nas rhyming 4 or 5 months before his album comes out, his debut, Illmatic. That was a special one. But there's a lot of special moments in the 12-year history, you know.
But how did you get a Hot 91, Hot 97, and how did it end?
That's in the film as well. I don't want to regurgitate stuff that people could. I rather.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting to run low on energy. I haven't eaten lunch.
Oh man.
And I'm 59 and I haven't drank water today.
All right, I'm gonna do this. All right. No. So you said that. I'm glad you said that. Perfect. Let me accept that. This is important to me because you're both are homies. Of course, you were really close to me, but you introduced me to Stretch. What went wrong with you and Stretch, Bob? Why you just started going odds and ends with when you were doing the show, Stretch and Bobbito Show?
Tell them what we thought.
Well,
why we thought.
I thought, honestly, was Bob, I'm gonna keep it real. She's my man. I never gotta lie to you. You was Tribe Called Quest, that type of bullshit music, and Stretch was into the ghetto, strong, protect your neck, let's get it music. You was on some bougie ass hip hop.
You were De La Soul,
yeah,
and he was
like,
MOP.
You were like, fuck out of here.
Quest, and you know what I'm saying, like that.
Nah, I mean, you know, Stretch and I had sorry, let me turn this off. Apologies. Stretch and I had our differences, but they weren't just musical. I mean, we were having challenges as friends, you know, in communication, and some of it played out in passive aggressive behavior that we were both at fault of, and yeah, I mean, that happens in relationships. You know, there's a lot of hip hop groups from the 80s and 90s that didn't last. You know, the fact that we were able to rock for 8 years is kind of incredible, because we can go through a laundry list of groups that didn't even make, you know, 2 years or 3 years together. You know, we were roommates at one point. You know, I was friends with you know, his parents, his aunt. You know, I mean, you know, it Stretch's family for life. You know, still to this day, I'm cool with his daughter. He's cool with my son. You know, so, you know, we had that little era where we just weren't seeing eye to eye.
Everybody outgrows each other, friends. I'm not naming names. I don't insult nobody. I love my friend, but I agree with you, Bob. I have a way of thinking now. I outgrew a lot of people, so I know how you feel, Bob. I'm not saying that to you.
Yeah, I think in our case, I don't think it was that one of us was outgrowing the other. I think it was just we were having communication issues that eventually got resolved. You know, unfortunately, because we were public figures, our issues were aired out live on the station. You know, and it hurt a lot of people because, you know, for those, like for you saying, Ron, like for those incarcerated, like they got through their bid by having something to look forward to, like our show on Thursdays. And so when we stopped doing it together, it was like, like, you know, now what else is going to give me that light, you know, to get through my months.
Back to listening to BLS again. No.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, it was a tough time, but we got through it. You know,
I see your homies now. You're chilling.
We reunited, reconnected, and you know, and that's all in the past. You know, he's evolved, I've evolved, and that's where it's at. You know?
What's your best moment of the moment of your hip hop career? I know that's a lot to ask.
Most memorable moment.
Yeah, I know that's a lot to ask, Bob. But you give me one. So I see your face is starting to get pale, and if you pass out on my show, I don't want to catch a charge. But I'm pushing. I need about.